Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sister Talk TV. My name is Caroline Purcell, and I am your host. And today I'm very excited to bring to you a new series called the Sisterhood series. And it's a 7-part question that I will be asking a bunch of empowering, exciting, amazing women from all around the world. And to kick off our series tonight, I'd like to introduce you to B. Quammie. B is a health and wellness professional. She's a social media specialist. She is a blogger. She is an awesome writer. And yes, welcome, B.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad to be a part of this and to kick off your series. So I'm looking forward to chatting.
We are so excited to have you, and especially to kick this off with International Women's Day coming up very soon.
Yes.
We would like, well, the first question I'd like to start off with right away is, what is your definition of sisterhood? When you hear the word sisterhood, what comes to mind?
When I hear the word sisterhood, part of the definition and a major part of it is nurturing. So I find that relationships with women who are authentic and genuine are extremely supportive, extremely nurturing, and they're nurturing in a way that just helps everybody in the relationship to grow. So to define sisterhood, it's that nurturing. It's like a plant you water to see it bloom, and that's what sisterhood is to me. It's all of us. We're all plants, but we're all the water, we're all the soil for each other, and we all work together to help each other grow and bloom and become the best that we can be. So for me, that's what sisterhood is.
Awesome. And we're all watering each other.
We are. Exactly.
I like that. What do you think women need the most?
I think women need the most, and I was thinking about this quite a bit today about what my response would be, and the word respect kept coming up. So respect not just in the atmosphere of, equal pay for equal work and, all the rights and things that we've been striving for so long, but just even respect for each other within our own circles of sisterhood, if you want to.
Right.
Just because there's so many women with so many different values, so many different experiences and backgrounds, likes and dislikes, we're not all going to be the same. And I think that we really need to have respect for each other and our decisions and our choices. You may make a different choice than I do in a situation, but if I feel, that we've discussed things and you have made your informed decision and I have made my informed decision, we should be able to respect each other even though we've made two completely different choices.
Right. Very, very good point. Now, one question for you, though. Would you say that we need to respect ourselves first before we're able to respect each other?
That is a big part of it, yes. To be able to have respect for yourself and confidence in yourself, to be able to speak with another woman and hear her tell a story or, express a value that maybe you don't hold or you haven't experienced yourself. Once you have that respect and that confidence in yourself, you can separate. Sometimes when you're lacking that respect of self or that confidence in yourself and you hear somebody say something, it sets you off and you get upset and you're kind of like, well, why would you do that? I would never do that.
Right.
And then different layers and tones come into that discussion where that other person may not feel respected during that conversation. So it definitely does start with respecting and having confidence in yourself to be able to hold conversations with different people.
And accept people for who they are and their choices as well.
Exactly.
Excellent. So I'm going to turn it back to you. What do you want the world to remember you by or as?
Well, I want the world to remember me. You mentioned that I'm a blogger and a freelance writer. So a lot of what I do is with words. A lot of what I do is with stories that I tell and the things that I share in that medium. And what I've been thinking about lately is, when I started my blog, that was supposed to be kind of part of my legacy. That is something where when I'm dead and gone, as long as the internet is still available, it's still there to, live on after me. But what I've been thinking now is that it can't just be my words, it has to be my actions as well. So I need to start doing more, and I want to be remembered and recognized as somebody who didn't just talk the talk, but they walk the walk. So in all the different things that I write about, whether it's self-esteem, confidence, natural hair advocacy, whatever the case may be, struggles, I want to be remembered as somebody who not just wrote about it and put it out there, but somebody who actively lived it and in action showed overcoming, working through things, celebrating things, and making it like a full package.
Nice. Awesome. Okay, so question 4. I am the happiest when? Finish the sentence.
I am the happiest when I am confident in myself.
Ah,
There are days, and there are many days when I am not, for
yeah.
various reasons. I may leave the house feeling great, and then there's a comment made, or somebody says something, and it brings me all the way down.
Right.
And I've let that person totally kind of destroy what I had going on for myself. But those days when I can maintain that confidence, and even in the light of other things that may want to try to detract from that,
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm totally the happiest when I'm feeling extremely confident, and my hair somebody may think my hair looks crazy, my outfit may look crazy, something I just said was crazy, but when I feel confident in myself, that's fine.
That's it.
I'm
You're
happy.
good.
Exactly. I'm good.
Awesome. What do you love about yourself the most? Because I find that it's something that we women don't talk about enough, and we don't recognize it, and we don't put it out there.
Right.
So what do you love about the most?
What I love about myself the most is, and this is something that I've had to develop, so I love it because I didn't always possess it, but it is the aspect that I have of always trying. I continue to push and push and push past obstacles, or through obstacles, or over them, or under them, or however I have to deal with it. In the past, growing up, I was very shy, I was very quiet. And
no way.
yes way.
If you guys know me, yeah, that's like a no way.
Yeah, people never believe me when I say that, but it's the absolute truth. This confidence is new in my lifespan, but one of the things that I found when I was younger is if I was faced with an obstacle, I would just kind of say, okay, I don't want to put in too much effort, because if I put in effort and I still lose, and everybody knows I tried hard and I don't want to do it.
Right.
Now I see that I have grown past that, because I've seen where I've missed opportunities by not continuing to push. And I just have a totally different mentality now. So that is something that I love about myself, that even when faced with obstacles,
you keep
my instinct now is not to shy away. My instinct is to find a way around it. So I love that about myself.
Nice. And it ties in nicely with how you want the world to remember you by. Because if you don't push, if you don't persevere, then the actions can't come through, right? So that's fantastic. So what would you tell your younger self? And it's interesting that we just touched on your younger self. What would you tell your younger self?
And it's funny, I was just having a conversation about this on Twitter today, and I was talking about body image. And in a tweet that I was sent out, that I was having a conversation with somebody, I said, I wish I could have told my younger self, it's okay to not be liked by everybody. It's okay to not fit the models you think you need to fit. And where that conversation came from was discussing body image. Like I said, I'm very slim, and in Canadian and North American standards, that's upheld and that's revered. But in my family's culture, which is Jamaican and West Indian, that's not so much revered.
They don't want to feed you.
Exactly. It's totally different, right? So, I would be at school and everybody would be jealous of my body and wish they looked like me, and then I would go home, or I'd be around family and they're forcing me to eat because I don't look good.
You don't look right.
So there's this dichotomy there, and for me, when I was younger, it was trying to navigate both. It's, okay, how do I still look good to my peers, but then how do I fit in with my family? And it's impossible. So what I would say to my younger self, or what I wish my younger self knew, was it's okay to not fit. It's okay to not fit in. Just be who you are, rock with what you got, rock with the best of your ability, and like I said, that's where I needed that confidence. And just, it's okay to not fit in. I wish I knew that then.
Fantastic. And our final question for the evening, B, what is the best advice that you've ever been given, and who gave you that advice?
Ooh. Best advice.
Best advice, or the best thing that someone said to you that just resonated and stuck with you.
Right. Yeah. You know what? It's something that my mom had said to me, and she said this numerous times, and she actually said it in a conversation with me again tonight, just before I got on with you. And she's going through a situation where she's making a big decision in her life. And so we were talking about it, and she's kind of walking me through her thought process, and she said, I've prayed on it, and she's not really a religious woman, but she's very spiritual. So she said, I prayed on it and I prayed on it. And she goes, remember what I've always told you. When you pray on something and when you meditate on something, whatever the thought is that proceeds, that stays on your mind and you can't get rid of it, that's your answer. So she said, yeah, you know, she had prayed and she sat on it this morning and she said, all day when I think about the situation, bam, here's what comes to mind. And that's the only thing that comes to mind. So I know that that's how I'm getting my answers. Trust your instincts. Be open. Be open to the signs that you get around you. You may be thinking about something and a stranger on the bus says something.
Right.
If it clicks something, listen. That may have been meant for you. So it's her example of, you know, being very sensory and very open to some of those things and trusting your gut and going with those types of emotions that you get that are constant. When you're looking for an answer, the answer is usually presenting itself, but you are not looking at it, or you're trying to...
Right. It's right there.
Yeah, so her advice is pay attention to the signs.
Listen to your voice. That is fantastic. B, thank you so much. It was great having you on.
This was lovely.
How do our followers, our viewers find you? Where are you?
Well, I'm all over, so I'm all over the place. My blog is 83, the number's 83, to infinity.com. My email is BEE at 83toinfinity.com. And I am most active on Twitter, and my handle on Twitter is BSince83. So hopefully people will connect with me.
Yes, and we'll put all the details at the bottom as well.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Thank you so much, B.
Thank you. I really enjoyed this. Looking forward to the rest of the series.
Yes. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye, everyone. See you on the next Sisterhood series. Take care.
Take care.